Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here once again. Today we're going to have a look at how to play No Matter What by 70s Welsh group Badfinger, one of the most mismanaged and exploited bands in the entirety of rock and roll history. Initially hailed as the new Beatles once the Beatles were no more, they would string together a number of melodic early 70s hits that were oftentimes confused for being Lennon and McCartney compositions, only to be completely and utterly screwed over by both label and management, leaving them practically penniless by the mid-70s. A betrayal that would ultimately drive two of the core members to commit suicide. Really tragic stuff. That said, the track that we'll be looking at today, No Matter What, was one of those aforementioned big hits. Let's close in, have a look at how it's played, shall we? Good then, No Matter What, and Badfinger from 1970, if I'm not mistaken. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and this one goes a little something like this. No matter what you are, and then we're into the second verse. So starting with two A power chords, both on the downstroke. Before you hit the second power chord, quick little mute, right? And the second power chord you're going to let ring. Then you're going to catch this double stop that you're holding as part of this A major chord, right? The D and the G string on the second fret. Catch that on the upstroke. Then you're going to hammer on the downstroke, 2 to 4 of the D, and then catch that double stop again, right? Kind of like that. And you're going to repeat that 3 times. And then one final A power chord, choke it off, and then we're into the first verse. Now the first verse, for the first 2 bars, we're going to hang in A. And you're going to play that once. And the second bar, you're just going to hang in this A power chord. Kind of like that, right? Move to B. So you're going to do the same thing in B. You're going to drop into a 3-finger B power chord. You're going to play that little lick. Now it's different though. We're grabbing the 4th fret of the G string after we hit this B twice. With a little mute before the second hit. You're going to catch the 4 of the G on the upstroke. Then you're going to hammer on 2 to 4 of the D, and then catch the double stop on the 2s on the upstroke. Kind of like that, right? And then the second bar, you just hang in B. Now you're going to go to D to E, D to E, and then A. And so D bar chord here, move it into E twice, then off to an A, and then we're going to do that. So we're going to hit this A twice, then you're going to drop onto the sus on the 3rd fret of the B string, back off to the bar again, catch the B string, and then the G string on the upstroke. And then into an E power chord that you're going to choke off. Into the second verse. Same as the first. D to E, D to E to A. Now leading into the chorus, we're going to come off that sus 3 times, right? Pedaling off the open A string. And then we're into the chorus. The chorus is a whole bunch of 7 chords. We've got 5 7 chords right in a row. F sharp 7, right, which is a full bar on the 2nd fret, 4th fret of the A string. Then we're into a B7, 2 1 2 of the A, D, and G. You can get the full B7 chord here with the open B string and the 2nd fret of the high E, if you like. Right, then we're going to go off to E7. E7 is basically E major with an open D string, right? Then down to A7. A7 is basically an A major chord with an open G string. Then we're going to go down to D7. Now the D7 is basically like a little reverse D shape here. 2, 1, 2 of the G, B, and E. And we finally drop out of all those 7 chords, we drop into a B minor, and then back to A. And we're going to play that little melody line right in the middle of the chorus. But let's recap before we get to that. F sharp 7, B7, E7, A7, D7, B minor, and back to A. So when we go back into A, we're going to play that little melody line, kind of pedaling off this second fret of the D string here. So you're going to hit the A once, drop right down on the upstroke, catch the 2 of the B, and then you're going to pedal off this 2 of the D string. So you're going to go 2, 3, 5, and reverse. And then grab the 4 of the G off to the 2 of the G. Right back into F sharp 7, B7, E7, A7, D7, back to D minor, and G to finish the chorus. We're going to drop into G at the end of the chorus here, downstroke it 8 times, and then go off to an E power chord that you're going to choke off. Right into the next verse. So that is the chorus. F sharp 7, B7, E7, A7, D7, B minor, A. F sharp 7, B7, E7, A7, D7, B minor, G, E, into the next verse. Now, when we drop into this verse, we're not playing this. Maybe one guitar is playing it, buried in the mix a little bit, but the prominent guitar is playing what we were playing in the middle of the chorus. That right there, right? Now we're going to move into B and play the same thing, B minor. So when we drop into B minor, you're not going to be able to play a full B minor with the A string, so just drop onto the 4s of the D and G and the 3 of the B. And so you're going to strike the chord and then catch that 3rd fret of the B string on the upstroke and play that little melody, right? So you're going to go 3 of the B, and now we're pedaling off this 4 of the D, right? So you're going to go open E, onto the 2, back off to the open E, back to the 3 of the B, off to 2, and then up to the 4 of the G string, sorry. So that's what we're playing in B. It may be a separate guitar, but, just playing this and not, the B minor chord, but, you can pull it off on one guitar. And then D to E twice. Off that sus 3 times, leading into the solo. Now the solo is a slide solo. It's a very easy little slide solo, all going on the G string. That's the solo right there. So I'm going to show you all the notes without the slide. 9 of the G, back to 6, back to 4, off to 2 twice, then up to 11, off to 7, 6, 4 twice, and then 7 to 9 twice, little pause, back to 2, slide it into 14, and that is the solo. right back into another chorus. F sharp 7, B7, E7, A7, D7, B minor, A7, D7, B minor, G, into the final verse. Now we're going to start repeating this D to E with little A's mixed in with it, right? The first time, just going to go 3, 5, 3, A. Choke it off. D to E again. Back to A, and this time we're going to play the whole lick. And then back to D to E 2 more times. Back to A. We'll finish like that. Just 2, 3, 5, 3, 2 of the B. Off to an A power chord, let it ring. End of track. That, my friends, is how you play No Matter What by Badfinger. Certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind and helpful to my channel. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.